across the world. We've got the news for you this morning and hopefully the phone in tonight. I might have to cancel it because I might have to go to London tonight as we've got a big meeting with some top lawyers tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have the phone in. I'll be able to go in the morning, but I will let you know later. I want to clear something up that a lot of people are causing trouble with on social media that has spilled across here to alexbelfield.com, and I simply want to clear it up about the costs for the case. I said it had cost me $350,000, and one of the confusing things for people is that I self-represented in the Crown Court, and the reason was I needed another $250,000 for a silk, for a QC, to represent me in that case, and I couldn't justify it. Being a lad from a pit estate, as I told the judge, it is beyond my comprehension that I've already invested at that point. I think it was over £310,000. It's now cost me over $350,000. But a lot of people are asking about the donations. Well, the donations came more than a year ago for a start. So we've not asked for any money or received any money in over a year. When I asked for donations, I was unemployed during lockdown. I was on £86 a week, and so many very kind people gave £1, in some cases a bit more, to help out, and I was eternally grateful. That all went to Henry Brandman immediately and has been spent. Now, £190,000 is the current total. For example, 26th of May, he had £4,080. The 7th of the 7th, £4,980. 10,000 on account, and in fact, there's another 10,000 going on account today. That is for legal letters sent just this week. This is an onerous game that is not weighted on the side of the individual. This is a game that, if you're backed by, for example, the Police Federation or a government body, the Crown, the BBC, you're going to be in a far better position because you have infinite resources. I've learned to my cost that this is a very, very expensive game. And there is a point where you have to say enough is enough, and that's what happened with the Crown. Now, the reason I said it was over 300,000, as you know, I've just told you, 190,000 has already been spent with Henry Brandman. On top of that, I had to spend 2,000 a week on my legal clerk in court, so that's another 12 grand. 5 grand for the preparation of the defence bundle, and the defence itself, that cost £25,000. So you can see how this adds up, but that's not the full story either. You'll remember every time I was arrested without a warrant, they took my equipment, and that had to be rebought, thousands and thousands of pounds. You'll remember when the bomb squad came, that was no further action, but they smashed down my door. The door cost £2.5 grand. And then we had to get the guy in, do you remember, from Ireland to come and do the sweep to make sure they hadn't bugged the house or anything like that. That was 2,000 or something, and it all adds up. And the rest of the cost of the money I've lost by refunding money from the Voice of Reason and the cost to alexbelfield.com. So I hope that clears it up. Not one penny has been profited by me. The second any donation came in over a year ago, it went straight to Mr. Brandman. But I just want you to know, I have never taken a penny personally. Every penny I have spent has come from my earnings through the merch, through the live shows, or through YouTube or alexbelfield.com with the subscriber membership. I have never taken a penny off anyone for myself and never would. Every penny is accounted for. In fact, the company is only alexbelfield.com subscribers and YouTube, and the rest of it goes into my personal account, which is for the merch and the live shows, and my income from the Voice of Reason. So I can assure you there is no shenanigans. As I say, bills here for 4,980, 4,080. These are just in the last few weeks, and another 10 grand is going on account today out of my own money. I do not want any donations. I will not be asking for any donations whatsoever. I only asked because I was unemployed at the time, because of the lockdown, completely unable to work. The reason, as I say, about the huge costs in the beginning was because they took me to the mags. Do you remember the magistrates? I think it was 11 times. To get a QC up from London is about 10 grand and prepare for each case. And they kept doing it and doing it. And as you know, my belief is that one of the intentions was to bankrupt me in the process, and that would have shut me up by default. It is almost impossible to win, I think, financially when it comes to the legal system in Britain. It is an impossible task to keep on top of these costs. And it is only by the grace of God that the Voice of Reason is so successful that I'm able to now do it myself. But even so, at the point of the Crown when I was asked for 250,000 for that 5 or 6 week case for a QC, I had to draw a line under it and do it myself. And that, to some people's opinion, was the wrong move. To others, well, I say to you, have you got 250,000 to spend on top of the 300,000 you'd already lost when your house is only worth 300,000 itself? These are obscene costs, but that is the game we're in. So I hope that clears it up. I don't want anybody to think for a second I took a penny. And as I say, we've spent 190,000 with Henry Bramman so far. And that doesn't include the 10 grand I'm going to send him today and all these other bills for other legal clerks, and of course replacing all the equipment and the damage to my property that came with those 5 arrests and 3 raids by Nottingham police. Hope that clears it up. I always want to be transparent with you, and tonight we'll hopefully do the phone-in. I might have to go to London tonight for the meeting tomorrow, because it might have to be earlier than planned, but I'm hoping we'll be live at 9 o'clock with the phone-in. This is The Voice of Reason. See you tomorrow for the news. If not, it's going to be a bit shorter tomorrow, but I'm going to do what I can to stay on the air with you amidst all of this going on in the background. I want you to know I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And to those people who did donate in the beginning, thank you. Thank you, because without you, I wouldn't be here. Ta-da, Lars. See you later.